Hello to all my beautiful queens and my handsome kings. Welcome back to Life with Gollywood, and today is story time. It's time for the juice. It's time for the tea. Like, many of y'all may not know, but I do go to Buffalo State College in upstate New York. Why did I just forget that? It's in upstate New York, and anybody that knows Buff State or ever heard of Buff State know we known for throwing ratchet ass parties or whatever. So people be coming down all the way from the city just to party with us, and it's like a whole 8-hour ride. Even though they've been slacking a tad bit, I'm gonna still give it to them because the previous years will kind of make up for it. Before I get started, I'm not gonna use the real names of the people involved in the story because it's kind of embarrassing, and I want to protect their identities or whatever these people be saying. So yeah, we're gonna call the friend Kai, and we're gonna call her other friend she was supposed to come with, we're gonna call her Mona, and we're gonna call my roommate Michelle. So Kai, Mona, Michelle. Kai, Mona, Michelle. Hopefully I don't forget that myself. But I just think this story is fucking crazy, because how the fuck does this shit happen? And this was more of a reason of why I needed a TV show or like a YouTube channel, because like mad shit be happening to me and I got stories for y'all. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I got tea for days and for years. So let's get started. Like I said before, everybody knows Buff State be mad lit or whatever. So around like the end of the March, we were having like a 3-day weekend, like parties back to back, and it was called Albany Meets Buffalo. And anybody that knows Albany know that's a lit ass school, and so Albany and Buff State together, that's like wonders with parties. It's crazy because shit was trash. It was basura. It was trash. But so Kai writes me on like around January, or like she got her ticket to come up already, and she just needs a place to stay. I was like, all right, like no problem, you could come stay with me, but just know my bed is not available. Like, I told her from the jump, my bed is not available, so you could bring like an air mattress or something and y'all could just, you know, be in a living room. And she told me she was coming with her friend Mona. And the crazy part about her friend Mona is that when I was like 15, like 14, 15, 16, I really don't remember, but when I was around that age, Mona and I got into an argument over some shit. I don't remember. We got into an argument, and long story short, I ended up giving her my address, like, pull up if you really about it. Let's just say I'm not a fighter, but you're not gonna disrespect me. Like, you know, that's just not gonna happen. You know, I believe in being ladylike, all that extra shit, but like, no, you're not about to take advantage of the fact that I don't really put hands on people's kids. So she tried it, and I gave her my address, and she's all like, I'm mad dumb for doing that because she could pop up and, you know, fuck me up, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, pull up. She was talking mad hot shit, or like, oh, she's gonna come through bleach on my face, you know, regular Bronx bitch shit. But she was just saying all of that, and long story short, she didn't pop up, and I seen her at an event. If you're from the Bronx, you know we see each other everywhere. And if you African, you know we all be at the same parties, the same cookouts, like we be everywhere together. So I was bound to see her. So I seen her. I was like, oh, that looks like Mona. You know, when I did, me being the petty bitch that I am, I was like, hey girl. And she was just like, as in like, she looked mad confused. And then, you know, I just wanted to give her a little reminder, like, oh, you don't remember me? It's Stephanie, like the girl you wanted to throw bleach on. Like, you don't remember me all of a sudden? And she was still looking confused. I don't even remember what she said, but she said something, and she walked away. And I was just like, all right, I guess she don't want the hands. So when she told me Mona was coming with her, I kind of got over it already. It's been like 4 years now. Everybody that knows me know I don't hold grudges. Like, I don't have space and time. I don't have space in my heart for that, you know? Because all that extra shit, I could be putting that energy towards something else. So I'm not really gonna waste my time. Niggas could dead be dying around me. Like, there could be a whole shootout, people dying, getting stabbed. If it has nothing to do with me, Like, really. So she tells me she's coming with Mona, and then I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, as long as, you know, she don't really say anything to me, that's your friend. So it's like the night of the party. She calls me on, like, she's downstairs, blah blah. And then she comes by herself, and then she tells me that Mona ended up staying with someone else, and how it was just mad shit. But like, I really didn't care, so I was like, okay, whatever. Kai pulls out her air mattress. She says she forgot the pump. She said she forgot the pump thingy for the air mattress, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. So you better get to blowing into that, or like get a blow dryer or some shit. Cause again, my bed is still not available. So, you know, we just laughed about it. And then she went to some other African girls that lived on my floor to ask them if they had a blower thingy. I really don't know what it's called. The pump thingy. That's what we're gonna call it. The pump thingy. So she goes to them and they all like, yeah, they don't have any. So it's time for the party now, and we all getting ready. And so she just left the air mattress alone. And, you know, I introduced her to all my suite mates. She's getting along with them. It was like a big room, and it was 6 people in that suite. I didn't want it to be awkward for anybody if they seen her in the morning or some shit. So I introduced them. She was like, she's dead ass cool peoples. Honestly, that's one thing I'm not gonna take from her. Like, she's a good vibe or whatever. So she's talking to them, helping them with outfits. They helping her with outfits. Like, they just speaking. So we go to the party. We have fun. We come back. It's like, well, 4 in the morning now. I'm tired, and my friend T has like an extra bed in her room, and I be sleeping there sometimes after parties when I'm too lit, if I don't want to go up the stairs or up the elevator. Yeah, I'm dead that lazy, and I'll be in there all the time. Like, everybody in Buff State thinks we suite mates, well, we roommates, but we dead not. So after the party, we bun on a spliff, you know, just regular. We bun on a spliff, and I knock out. No, I think we were watching something, and then I just knocked out on her bed. Y'all all need to keep in mind that this whole weekend I was barely in a room because I had so much going on. Now, I slept in T's room mainly because we had practice for my dance team on campus in the morning, and I just wanted us to get up, get ready, and be out together. So Kai went upstairs again. I don't know what Kai was doing that night. So hopefully, I'm praying to God she stayed where she was supposed to. Okay, so now it's like Saturday morning, and Kai calls me. Her and my roommate just got into an argument, and then I was just like, oh my God, like, what the hell? Like, you've been there for only one night. So the story was that my roommate came in at like, what, 6 in the morning from the party that night, and she was making mad noise, going in and out with her friends, leaving the door open. And so she didn't end up sleeping till like around 10. And then Kai said her dad called her because he was in a hospital or some shit. And then when Kai was on the phone with her dad, I'm guessing she was a little too loud. You know, she does have like a naturally like a loud voice, so I kind of understood. But she said my roommate basically blacked on her and told her, you know, to be quiet. She's like, oh, when she came in at 6 in the morning and was making all that noise, she didn't say anything. And I'm just like, she's paying $3,000 to live in there. Like, at the end of the day, you just a visitor, you know. So I spoke to her, everything was good, and she said she spoke to her and they kind of clarified everything. Now the air is cleared. She comes down that morning, and we all in T's room. I tell her, you know, we got practice, blah blah blah. So I don't know what she did that day, honestly, but I really didn't care. And the next day, T and I was in the school's fashion show, and we had to be in the U by like, oh, excuse me, we had to be in the U by like 9. We didn't get back to campus till like 3, 4 in the morning again. So we were mad tired. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go upstairs, pack everything I need to pack, so when we wake up in the morning, we could just get up, shower, and be out. So we like, all right, sounds like a plan. So again, this is the second night that I was not there, and I don't know what she's been doing again. So just keep all of that in mind. We wake up in the morning, we're at the show, and we're just going back and forth. But then Kai keeps calling me, blowing up my phone, and I'm just, oh, hold on. Kai keeps calling me, blowing up my phone, and I'm just irritated at this point. Like, what the hell do you want? Like, so that don't pick up. Like, so I just put my phone to the side, and I get to getting ready because the show was about to start, and my makeup was not even done. I think like it was just blowing mine. So I don't pick up. So she texts me or like, yo sis. She's like, oh yo sis, why your roommate just tried to fight me? And I'm just like I really don't need this right now. I don't need this right now. Like, come on. Like, Jesus. So I finally call back. I'm like, oh, what happened? This was her story. That she bought T and I a couple of boxes or whatever and some drinks, and she needed help carrying it upstairs. So she had her bro help her. They went upstairs. My roommate came in the room. My roommate asked, where's Stephanie? And she said I was at the fashion show, and my roommate just started blacking on her. Now, the story made no sense to me because my roommate, you know, she's kind of crazy. Like, you know, she would dead ass pop on a bitch. So I'm just like, I know my roommate crazy or whatever, but she's not irrational, you know. She won't just get up and pop on you for no reason. Like, you really have to do something for her to pop on you like that. So I go to T, obviously. I tell her the story. She gives me the same look, like, what? Like, you know Mariah, like, she would never ever want to pop on no bitch for no reason, especially with the fact that she's your visitor. Like, come on. Like, we know your roommate. I'm just like, you know what, it's just too much going on right now. I have a show. I don't need this type of bad energy before I go on stage, so let me just talk about this when I get back. So the show is over now, and I say bye to T. She goes to her room. I go upstairs just to chop off my bag, and I'm just like, I need to split because this shit is just too much. So I take up my bag, I put it in my room, and I see Mariah in the bathroom. So I was like, all right, perfect timing. Mind you, I'm tired because I have not slept the whole weekend. So I'm just like, Mariah, like, what happened, bro? And then she's like, she said it bluntly, like, I caught your friend fucking in your bed. I was like, what? Like, well, I was that stuttering, like, what? Like, what? Like, what? Like, what you, right now? Like, I'm just in shock. I'm trying to process everything, not trying to, you know, react, you know, too crazy, because then if anything goes down, if RAs do come in, like, I'ma basically get in the most trouble. I told her Kai's version, and my roommate is all like, all right, so this is what happened. She said she tried to open the door, but then someone behind it, like, tried to close it quickly. So now she's knocking on the door, like, yo, like, open my fucking door, like, what the hell? So she said Kai was all like, yo, hold on. And then now she's just like, what? How you telling me to hold on for my own fucking room? Like, you're wildin'. So she finally gets in, and she said the first thing that hits her is the scent in the room. She said, bro, it smelled like mad hot sex. Like, I know what hot sex smells like, and it smelled like mad hot sex in that room. She was just like, she didn't want to act out too irrationally because, again, you know, that's my visitor, and, you know, she wouldn't like it if I did that to any of her friends if they visited. So she was just like, all right, okay. So she's like, you know, hey, what's up, blah blah blah. She says she sees the nigga behind the door. With the way my bed is set up, let's say this is like the headboard of my bed right here. My closet was behind it because I wanted like my personal space right there. So she said Kai was hiding behind the headboard. So now she's like, all right, this is kind of weird. Where's Stephanie? and then she told her I'm at the fashion show, and she said that's when she started blacking. Like, now you're wilding, because you're really disrespecting her at this point, because sis don't even know you in here, and like you're doing all of this. Come on. So I was just like, okay. So of course I take my phone, I call T, I FaceTime her, and I'm just like, yo bro, this bitch was fucking in my bed the whole time. And you know, T, she hangs up and comes upstairs. Like, what? So I call her. I'm like, yo, Kai, you was fucking in my bed, bro? Here she goes, you know, being defensive, you know, just saying that, oh, no, she didn't. I was like, we're not about to go back and forth on the phone, so just get here. So T's like, when she was in the elevator with her, she was, you know, on a whole new type of energy. Well, I forgot exactly what T said, but she said her energy from when she was in the elevator up to when she got in the room was different. She went from 0 to 100 real quick. And one thing that she did not know is that Buff State walls are mad thin. Like, do any little thing and the people next to you or upstairs from you or down from you will hear it. And so now my sweet mates come in, they was just like, this was their exact face, like, yeah bro, we heard it, and we didn't heard it all. Right now, I'm just in shock, trying to process everything. Everybody's just yelling around me. Like, she's yelling, all like, I put that on my pussy. I didn't do anything, blah, blah. Bro, you know I'll never do that. You know I got mad respect for you. I'll never do that. I'll never do that. And I'm just like, too much yelling. Like, just too much yelling. Like, just stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Everybody's telling me this. But my friend is all like, I didn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. But there's just so much evidence that you did do it. And at the end of the day, she was my friend. So, like, you know, I wasn't trying to wild out because, you know, it's just not needed. I was just like, yo, bro, just get out. Like, just get out. And I honestly didn't care where she was going. Like, just get out of my room. And then now my roommate's cousin who lives upstairs comes. She's all like, yeah bro, like, you better leave or Mariah's dad is gonna fuck you up. She's like putting on her shit or like, yo, get the fuck out or I'm gonna drag your ass out. So her cousin comes, takes her out. He's like, oh yo, if you don't leave, she's dead ass gonna fuck you up. And now Kai is like, you know, getting her stuff ready. She's taking like 10 minutes to untie her shoelace, and like her cousin is just like, yo, like, 2 gay people live upstairs from me, because he lives upstairs from us, and his room is basically, because it's one room. His room is the one on this side upstairs from me, and I'm here. And he said the people that live above from me are gay, and they not in a room right now, so it couldn't have been anybody else. And he's like, I know all 2-3 of your roommates are not bugging, so bro, you gotta go. Like, you gotta go before Mariah like comes back. So Mariah comes back, she's still in there. She's like, yo, get the fuck out. Like, they going back and forth. Now Mariah is on the inside and Kai is on the other side, and then Kai is all like, I'm gonna do juju on all of you. And you know, these Americans, everybody's like, oh my god. I'm just like, after all, I know the God I serve. Like, the devil's a liar. Like, no weapons formed against me shall prosper in the name of Jesus Christ. And I receive it. So I want you to receive it too. Alright, so what kind of just made me itch so much was the fact that, what if my roommate didn't find out? Like, I would have, you know, walked into my room after a long day of being in a damn fashion show. And y'all know, if you've ever been in a fashion show, you know how stressful it gets. Like, you know, yeah, sorry, that was my door. But you know how stressful it gets. So I was just like, what if I never found out? Like, I would have went to my dorm after a long day, and then I would have went all up under my covers, been so comfortable. Like, honestly, that's all that goes through my head every time, like, that story just pops up back in my head. Like, what if I never found out? Honestly, I stayed in T's room for like 3 days because it was just so traumatic. Like, what the fuck? Like, all I wanted was to come home to my bed after a long ass day. That's honestly all I wanted. Like, I can't just have that. I'm going downstairs to sign in Kofi, and I see her still sitting in the lobby. So what's going on in my head at this point is that if you didn't do anything bad, you should have no problem going to your friends to tell them what really happened. So she sends me like a soliloquy, and I'm not even over exaggerating if I say 3 pages, like, you know, telling me what really went down, how that's really her brother. Like, I barely read it because honestly I was over it at that point. And like, you guys know, like I said before, when I'm over something, I'm over it. It's because it's like the next day, and like, she's texting along, just like, yo bro, honestly I really don't know what happened, because you saying one thing, my roommate is saying another, but just know that I am over it, and I hope you have a good life. Like, hey, like, just do you now. I deleted all the messages because I got a new phone, and I had 16 gigs at that time, so you know how that goes. And the gag of the whole story is that she sends me a picture of the pizza, and I'm gonna try and find a picture online of how the pizza from dining is. Like, she sends me a picture and it's 2 boxes, and I'm just like, this is what you needed help carrying? Like, it's like her stories were just not adding up, and now I was just over it. And the fact that she was trying too hard to prove herself was just like, yeah, like, I'm sorry, but this is what I believe. And honestly, I still don't hold no grudge against her. Like, when I see her, I do say hi, because I don't have time for that. Like I said, like, I don't have time for any of that. You and I are never gonna be cool on that point. So guys, this is my story time, and I hope you guys liked it. And I think I handled the situation very well, and I acted like an adult, and I'm kind of actually proud of myself for, you know, handling it as well as I did. So I want to know how you guys will react if some shit like this ever went down on your side. Like, what would you do if you caught, or your roommate caught your friend fucking in your bed? Let me know. So just comment and do all of that, because I really want to know how you guys will react to something like that. And yeah, bye guys. Of course, do not forget to subscribe, like, share, rate, all of that. Oh, rate and like is the same thing. Oh, all right, whatever. Okay, bye guys. I always wanted to do that.